Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here goes, son.
The mic, boy, 51. Watch the out, watch the out. Check the backer, check the backer. So, Mike.
Young lady.
Mike, 51.
Greystone travel. Giving up nothing today.
Watch the 20.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here goes, son.
Mike, 55. Man, 80. Hey, defense, let's go. Check 3, check
61. Matchbox lights.
Flare. Under 10, 10.
Young lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Here goes, son.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now running right through it.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Some therapy after this.
57 to Mike.
From the gun, Fields.
Pull it together.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the double. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go. Come on. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing on first down. Fields. He's going to look deep now for... It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb.
God damn it with this one.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew that come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Thank you. Who was that?
Sometimes, so, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Chive. That's not Chive.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What is up, bro?
Darnold from the gun.
No! How?
And this is going to be caught. 27 yards there, first down. A great job.
Just, bro, just trying to win a game at a time, you know? See if I can still make playoffs.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people.
Oh, wow.
So far that you can catch everything underneath, but still,
Damn, there we go. Not bad for 88 speed.
Showed it right there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled.
Is that all he's gonna do is run?
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game.
I should have hit stick him.
They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
Oh, you got lucky.
In another zone.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Damn, if I don't use her that, that was a touchdown.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get him.
Why is that so laggy?
Yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Wow.
This is just left to the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and
I should have heard of them.
trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Oh.
A loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Wow.
He's got daylight. And he takes it to
Ah.
It's a fumble
Okay, now we got a game.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Jeez. Fucking Odell.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good shit, man. That was a hell of a damn fucking hit. Nothing I could have done there. I swear Stetson better play the Falcons user.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Throwing on first down. Fields. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Fields. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball
score here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check your hot read. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 52. Check down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Wow.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Chubb running right. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Damn, boy, I see you.
Here we go. 6 yards. 54. Mike, 56. You can't block me.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 27, Darnold dancing to his left. And Darnold, he lost the football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, son.
Darnold on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All day, defense, all day.
Throwing again. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On 1st and 10, Fields. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Prater for the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
55, Mike 55.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This pass complete to Higgins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know you feel that.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I think they're starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Shift.
Jack Rabbit.
I smell fear in that offense.
A run for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, any day.
57.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day.
Darnold. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go, let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
51 to Mike. I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Open man is Higgins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, you don't want none.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He finds Beckham complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Slam.
Hey, check. Any weapons?
Mike 51. Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. What's that?
They'll go again with Bell. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Mike 51.
Here we go.
Ready? Kill.
Go, Mike 51. Hey,
Oh, lady.
hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, watch the ball.
Check. 51.
On 3rd down, here's Bell.
Run.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
I'ma tell you I'm a